Welcome to Indian Online School, everyone. So now we are going to discuss the IMO sample paper for grade 6. Okay. So we will thoroughly discuss the whole sample paper for grade 6 and let me tell you about the format of this sample paper first. So this sample paper has been divided into like 4 sections. So the first section is gonna be like logical reasoning, and we have 15 questions over there. After that, we have mathematical reasoning, and in that mathematical reasoning also we are having 20 questions, and in both the section each question carries 1 marks. Okay. After that, we have mathematical everyday mathematics section, and in that section we are having 10 questions, and again each question carries 1 marks. Okay. After that, we are having our achiever section, and in achiever section we will be having 5 questions, and every question carries 3 marks. Okay. And if we are going to talk about achiever section, so achiever section is a little bit difficult from all the other sections. Okay. So let's see that what type of questions we have in that sample paper. Okay. So I'm going to proceed over here. So as we can see, the first question which is written over here, okay, that is the question from the section which is logical reasoning. Okay. So the first question over here is select the odd one out. We need to go with all the option and see that which one is odd one out among the rest of the options. Okay. So if we can see 81, okay, we can say that 81 is a perfect square. Okay. 81 is a perfect square of 9. And if we are talking about the option B, which is 36, 36 is also a perfect square, and 36 is a perfect square of 6, correct? If we are talking about 16, so 16 is also a perfect square, and 16 is a perfect square of 4. So the only option we are left with, which is 47, and 47 is not a perfect square. That's why among all the options what we have right now, option C is a odd one out. Got it? So let's go with the next question. The next question is saying that which of the following Venn diagram best represents the relationship among the fictions books, the books, and the non-fictions books. Okay. So as we can already see over here that 3 types of books are given over here: fiction books and books itself, and non-fiction books. Okay. So what we can say that fiction books and non-fiction books both are the parts of the books. Okay. If we are taking book in all, okay, if we are taking this circle as a book, so what we can say over here, what we can see that we have fiction book, which is also the part of the book, and we have non-fiction book, which is also the part of the books. Okay. So if we are showing the relationship between them, so option B is the best Venn diagram which represents the relationship among the 3. Okay. So let's move to the third question. Now, if we are talking about the third one, so what we have in a row of 60 students, 30, Amit is at the 30th position from the left end. So what is his position from the right end? Okay. So if that we all know that in a row total number of students are 60. Amit is 38th from the left end. Okay. So if suppose Amit is 30 from the left end, suppose this is the position of Amit, and if we are talking about, so we have total 60 students. So how many students are there from after Amit, and what is the position of the Amit from the right end? So for that, what we can do, as we already know, from here Amit is 30. So here how many students will be there? So if we are doing 60 minus 30, okay, so we will be getting the 30. Okay, so after Amit, 30 students are here, correct? And the question is asking what is his position from the right end. If we are counting his position from the right end, so this will be Amit's position, correct? So 30 from this side, and this is Amit's position. So what we will do, 30 plus 1. So Amit's position from the right side will be 31st. Got it? Okay, next one. Now 2 positions of a dice are given over here. Okay, now which number will be on the face opposite to the face having the number 4? Okay, that we need to find out. Now we can see 1 over here, we can see 1 over here as well, and here on the this side of the 1 we have 5. Now here we have 2, and on the rest of the sides we have 6 and we have 3, correct? So now from that, what we can take out, like if we are going in that direction, so okay, 5 is here, 2 is here. So if we are going to say like, so 3 has to be on this direction and 6 has to be on this direction. So what we can say, 2 and 6 are opposite to each other. Okay, 3 and 5 are opposite to each other. So in the same way, 5 and 4 will be opposite to each other. Okay, so if the question is saying that which number will be on the face opposite to the face number 4, so that is option B, which is 1. Okay, now we have the next question. The next question is saying that which of the following options satisfy the same condition of the placement of the dots in the given figure. Okay, so first we need to go through with the diagram. Whatever the diagram is given to us, we will see that what is the exact placement of the dots over here. So one dot is here, which is in the rectangle and in the circle only. Okay, one dot is here, which combines rectangle and circle. Now one dot is here, which is there in the triangle and the circle. Okay, triangle and circle. Now one dot is here, which is common between among all the figures, like which is there in the triangle as well, which is there in the circle as well, and which is there in the rectangle as well. Correct. So now this is the thing that we need to follow while we are going to choose our correct option. Okay. So if we are going with the figure A, so what we can see, if we are going to place one dot over here, okay, so that we can say that dot can cover circle and rectangle. Okay, so this part has been done. And if we are going to put one dot over here, so we can say that one dot is covering triangle and circle as well. But there is no common area for all the three shapes, okay, which is triangle, circle, and rectangle. So we cannot put any dot that combine all the three figures. So option E cannot be a correct answer. Got it? Now let's go with the option B. If we are going with the options B, so yes, we can place one dot which covers circle and rectangle. Okay, we can place one dot which can cover triangle and rectangle, but we are not having any criteria like that. We have triangle and circle. Okay, but we cannot put like any dot which can cover only triangle and circle. If we are going to put one dot over here in this intersection part, as we can see, so this dot will cover all the three figures. Okay, so we are not having any part where the triangle and circle, only triangle and circle will be covered. So this is also the wrong option. Again, when we are moving to the third, which is option C, so yes, we can put one dot which can cover a rectangle and circle only. We can put one dot which can cover triangle and circle. Okay, that is enough criteria and that is covering that. We can put one dot which can cover all the three, triangle, circle, and rectangle. Yes, so we can see that whatever the placement of dots are here, the similar placement of dots are here in the section option C. So what we can say, option C is also one of the correct answer. Okay, let's move on. Now the next question what we have is a square transparent sheet with a pattern and a dotted line is given over here. Now we need to select the figure from the option as to how the pattern would appear when the transparent sheet is folded along the dotted line. Okay, so as we can see, this is the whole figure. Now when we are going to fold it like this, okay, like this we are folding, okay, in a horizontal manner, sorry, in a vertical manner. Okay, when we are folding it in a vertical manner, so which figure we are going to get? So as we can see, when we are going to fold it like this, so it will also come over here and it will overlap this, correct? And this circle will overlap this. So what we are going to get, figure A will be our correct answer. Okay. Okay, now here we need to go with the pattern and see that what kind of pattern they are showing. Okay, see. Two numbers are written over there, 5 and 6. Two numbers are written over here and two numbers are written over here, correct? And one number is given over here in the circle, which is in the middle of the two numbers which are there in the square. Now what is the pattern? So when we are going to add 5 and 6 together, when we are adding 5 and 6, we will be getting 11. And the number which is given over here in a circle is 33. So what is the relation between them? So if we are going to multiply 11 by 3, we are getting 33. Correct? Same thing. Okay, let's try to apply in the second term. If we are applying it over here, so 8 plus 5, we are doing 8 plus 5, we will be getting 13. And 13 times 3, we are getting 39. Correct? So yes, this rule works over here. So let's try this with the third one as well. When we are doing 7 plus 5, we are getting 12, and 12 times 3, we are getting what? 36. So our correct answer according to this pattern has to be option B, which is 36. Okay, let's move on. Now the next question what we have right now is there is a certain relationship between the pair of the figures on the either side of this. We need to identify the relationship on the left pair and find the missing figure. Okay, let's see. So if we are talking about this particular figure only, okay, and if we are going to set up the relationship between these two figures, so what we can see, if I'm going to place my mirror over here, or I, in the simple language, I can say if I need to find the water image of this figure, so this will exactly looks like this, correct? Yes, so this is the relationship between the two figures on the left side. Now, when we are moving towards the right side, so that has to be the water image, correct? And if we are talking about the water image, so it should be looks like this. Okay, and that clearly matches with our option A. Got it? Okay, so let's move on. Now, in the next question is saying, in a certain code language, if great is written as this, then how will site be written in the same code language? Okay, so let's write great as it is given over there. And what is the code of the grade which is given to us? That is JTFCW. What is happening over here? Over here. Okay, let's see. So now G becomes J. So how many letters we are skipping? G, H, I. Okay, two letters we are skipping. Now R, S. From R we are moving to T. So how many letters we are skipping? R, S, T. Only one letter. Now, when we are moving from E to F, we are okay. We are not skipping any letter. So just after what is coming after E, we are writing that. Now between A and C, again we are skipping one letter, and between T and W, again we are skipping two letters. So what is the rule that we can see to form this code language? First, we have to skip two letters, then we need to skip one letter, then we need to skip no letters. The next, immediately next letter, what is there, we will write that. Okay, let's follow that rule. So as when we are going to skipping two letters, so PQRSTU, then V should be there. Okay, now we can see there are two options that starts from B. Okay, now after S, we need to skip one letter. So H, I, J, K. So there has to be K. So we can see in only option C which has K after B, but still we will solve it. And G, after G, what is there? H. So H should be there. Now if we are going to skip one letter after H, so H, I, J, J should be there. And we are skipping two letters, so T, U, V, W should be there. Okay, so yes, that matches with our correct answer. So our correct answer has to be option C. Now let's move to the question number 10. So if we are going with the question number 10, so what we can see, we need to find the minimum number of the straight line required to draw the given figure. Okay, let's see how many straight lines, a minimum number of straight lines we need. So if we are going to count, so this is the first line. Okay, this is gonna be the second line, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. So seven minimum lines, seven minimum straight lines we need to form this entire figure. Got it? Okay, now the next question, the question number 11, what we have, we need to find the correct water image of this. Okay, so there is a rule for mirror image and water image. In mirror image, if we are placing the mirror over here, so in mirror image, okay, this is the left side of the image and this is the right side of the image. So in mirror image, what happens? So the right becomes the left of the mirror image and left becomes the right of the mirror image. Okay, whatever is there in the top, that will remain same, and whatever is there in the bottom, that will also remain same. Understood? But on the other hand, if we are talking about this, the water image, so in water image, what happens? The top the top becomes bottom and the bottom becomes top. Okay, so only the figure is gonna be changed upside down. Right and left will still remain right and left only. Understood? So we will apply the same rule over here and try to find the mirror image. So this M will turn up upside down. Okay, and if we are talking about this A, so this A will looks like something like this. Okay, and this T will looks like this. This H will looks like this. Okay, and this S will look like this. Okay, and this 2 will looks like this. Okay, like this. And if we are going to match it with the figures, so we can clearly see option A is gonna be a correct answer. Okay, now let's talk about question number 12. So 12 is saying select the figure from the option which is exactly embedded over this figure. So if we are talking about this triangle, no, we cannot see this type of triangle over here. We can see the inverted triangle. Okay, if we are talking about square, so no, and no square we can see over here. Again, this triangle, no, we cannot see. We have only inverted triangle. Okay, and if we are talking about this bigger, so we have this sector, but not this triangle. Okay, so the only figure which we are left with is this one. Let's try this figure is here or not. So if we are going with this, then this, then this, and then we are moving like this. So we can clearly see this figure is correctly embedded over here. So that's why option B is our correct answer. Now let's go with the question number 13. If we are moving with the question number 13. So question number 13 says that L means multiplication, M means division, N means subtraction, Q means addition. Okay, let's see. So if 85, okay, M means what? M means division. 85 divided by 17. Okay, then we need to multiply it with 4. Then we need to plus 18 over there. Then we need to subtract 5. Okay, so when we are going to solve it, what we can clearly see over there. So first we need to solve it like, okay, here no need to apply the board mass because that is already given in the sequence. So first we will divide 85 by 17. We are getting what? We are getting 5. Okay, then we will multiply it by 4. We will be getting 20. Then 20 plus 18, we will be getting 38. 38 minus 5, we will be getting 33. So option number D, which is 33, that should be our correct answer. Understood? Okay, let's move on. So the next question what we have right now is question number 14, and question number 14 says that how much such pair of the letters are there in the word creator, each of which had the same number of letters between them as in the English alphabet. Okay, so if we are going with the all the letters over here in the word creator, so what we can see, okay, we need to go as we are going in the English alphabet. Okay, so if we are seeing that between R and T, okay, if we are going between R and T, so if we are going in according to the English alphabet, so we have R, S, T. So between R and T, 2 letters I skipped over there, and again here also 2 letters I skipped over here. So one pair is R and T. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the second pair. So what we can see, C and E. In English alphabet also between C and E we have D. And here also we have one letter between C and E. So what we can say, C and E is our next pair. And after that we cannot see that any pair which makes the sense according to the question. So that's why only option A, which is 2, is our correct answer. Got it? Now we are moving towards our question number 15. So question number 15 says that pointing to a girl in the photograph, Arjun said, she is the granddaughter of the elder brother of my father. So how is that girl related to the Arun? Okay. So Arun was saying that she is the granddaughter of the elder brother of my father. So elder brother of my father will be my uncle only. Okay, elder brother of my father will be my uncle only, and my uncle's granddaughter. Okay, my uncle's granddaughter will be my what? Uncle's granddaughter will be my niece only, because uncle's son will be my brother only, the cousin brother, and his daughter, okay, that has to be my niece. So the correct answer will be option number C, which is niece. Okay. Now let's move to the question number 16, okay, which is saying that find the number of the matchsticks that will be used in the pattern 32. So let's try to find out the pattern. What is the pattern we can see over here? So in the pattern 4, there are 4 matchsticks. In the pattern 2, there are 8 matchsticks. In the pattern 3, there are 12 matchsticks. So what is the pattern? So pattern 1, 4 matchsticks are there. So 1 times 4, we are getting 4. In pattern 2, again 2 times 4, we are getting 8. In pattern 3, again 3 times 4, we are getting 12. So what we are doing, what is the pattern number? We are multiplying it by 4. So let's do the same thing over here. So in 32nd pattern, if we are going to multiply it by 4, so we will be getting 4 2s are 8 and 4 3s are 12. So the number of the matchstick what should be there in the pattern 32 has to be option C, which is 128. Got it? Okay. Now let's move towards the next question, which is question number 17. And question number 17 says, a figure is formed by putting two squares one on the other as shown in the figure. So if the length of each side of the two squares is 8 centimeter, then what will be the perimeter? Okay. If we are going to talk about this figure only, so the length of this square is what? 8 centimeter. Okay, that has to be 8 only. Now we are putting two squares one on another like that. Okay, and they are identical square, the length is exactly same only, and we are supposed to find the perimeter. So now this side becomes what? 8 plus 8, which is 16. Okay, this side becomes what? 16, and this side is what? That is 8 only. Now we need to find the perimeter. So we have again two criteria to find that. One, we can add all the sides. So when we are going to add all the sides, so 16 plus 16 plus 8 plus 8. When we are adding them, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 48. Correct. The next is, if we are talking about the length of the rectangle, so that has to be 16 centimeters. And if we are talking about the breadth of the rectangle, which is 8 centimeters. We can use the formula for the perimeter of rectangle, which is 2 times L plus B. And if we are going with that, so 2 times 16 plus 8. 16 plus 8 is 24. 2 times 24, we will be getting 48 centimeters. Okay, so our correct answer has to be option D, which is 48. Okay, we can go with the either of these. Okay, now let's talk about question number 18. Let's see that what question number 18 says. So according to the census 2011, the population of India is this. Now, which of the following options will represent this number in the international system of numeration? As we all know, in international number system, we are going like ones, times, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, and billion. Okay, so let's see what should be the number name. That has to be 1,210,193,422. If we are going with that, so option B is showing the exactly same. 1,210,193,422. Got it? So that's the option B is our correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. Now see that what next question is saying. Next question is saying that what is to be subtracted from 67.74 to get 24.58. Okay, so let's understand this question. This is question same as if I'm asking like what I need to subtract from 10 so I can get 8. So what you will say? You all will say that ma'am, we need to subtract 2 only. Correct? How do we know? We will do 10 minus 8 and we are getting 2. So that will be our answer. Exactly same thing we will do over here. The question is saying what is to be subtracted from 67.74. Okay, so we can get 24.48. So for that, what we will do, we will subtract 67.74 and 24.48 together. Okay, we need to subtract these two numbers together to get our answer. So we will be subtracting 67.74 and 24.48 together. And if we are going to subtract them, so we will be getting 43.26. Okay, that will be our correct answer, which is option number D. Now let's move towards the question number 20. So the question number 20 is saying that what is the sum of the greatest and the smallest 5-digit number that can be formed by using the digits 0, 7, 5, 2, 1. So by using these digits, what is the greatest number that we can form? So if we are talking about the greatest number, so the greatest number what we can form is 7,7,5,2,1,0. Okay, 7,5,2,1,0 is the greatest number what we can form by using these digits. And if we are talking about the smallest number that we can form after using these digits, so that has to be what? 10257. Okay, what? 10257. The question is saying that we need to find the sum. So that's why we need to add them. When we are adding them, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 8, 5, 4, 6, 7. And which is our option number B. Got it? Now let's move on. So if we are moving towards the question number 21, so question number 21 is saying that which of the following shows the maximum rise in the temperature? Okay. Okay, so for that, now here from 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature moves towards 10 degrees Celsius. So what is the difference between them? It is 10 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now if we are talking about option C, so from 15 degrees Celsius, it moves towards 8 degrees Celsius. So what is the difference between them? -8 minus 15. So -8 minus 15 becomes what? +15. So when we are doing that, so we will be getting 7. So here the answer is 7. Okay, let's move towards option B. So from -4, it moves towards 8. So what is the difference between them? 8 minus 4. So 8 plus 4, we will be getting 12. So there is a difference of 12 degrees Celsius. And if we are talking about option D, so from 7 it becomes 1. So 1 degree Celsius minus 7. So when we are doing that, so we will be getting 1 plus 7, 8. So here we are getting our answer at 8 degrees Celsius. And question is asking about the maximum rising temperature. That is option number B. Understood? Let's move towards our next question, which is question number 22. And it is saying that which of the following pair of the numbers are the co-prime? Okay, so for finding, okay, what are the co-prime numbers? Co-prime number are the number which have the SCF as 1 and which have the only common factor, which is 1, nothing else. Now when we are talking about 39 and 91, so we can see 39 also comes in the table of 13, 91 also comes in the table of 13. So they have a common factor 13 other than 1. So they are not co-prime. Okay. And if we are talking about 161 and 192, okay, so what we can see over here, between 161 and 192, we are going to find their HCF. Okay, let's find it. If we are going with that, so one time we can give division. Okay, when we are going to subtract it, we will be getting 31 and here 161 again. Okay, so now 31 we need to divide. So how many times we can give the division over there? If we are going to give division for the 5 times, we will be getting 155. When we are going to subtract it from 166, so we will be getting 11. When we are going to put 31 over here, so 2 times we can give the division, which is 22. And again we are getting 9. 11, 1 time 9, 2 will be remaining, then 9, 4 times 8. Okay, and if we are going to give division, we are getting 1 and 2 times we can give the whole division. So we can see the SCF what we are getting over here is 1 only. Okay, their SCF we are getting what? 1. So that's why option B is our correct answer. Understood? Next. Now, what is the least value should be given to this asterisk sign so that the number will be divisible by 11? Okay, so here we need to apply the divisibility rule for 11, and divisibility rule for 11 would be the sum of alternative digits. Okay, the sum of the pair of all the alternative digits, and when we are going to find the difference, so we should get either 0 or the multiple of 11. Correct? So if we are talking about the alternative digits over here, so here we are getting this. Okay, so first pair we are getting what? Okay, in the second pair all the digits are here, so let's add them together. So 6 plus 3 plus 4, we are getting 13. Correct? And when we are going to add this one, okay, so here we are getting what? 7 plus 5 plus asterisk sign. 7 plus 5 is 12. Now what should I add with this 12? So I can get either 13. So I will subtract them, so I can get 0. Okay, because the question is asking of least value. So what should I add with 12? So I can get 13. So I will add 1 with 12. If I'm adding 1 with 12, so I will be getting 13. If I'm going to subtract 13 from 13, I will be getting 0. Okay, so what is the least number that I can put over there? I can put 1. Got it? Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Now the next question is saying that what type of angle will be formed? what type of angle will be formed between the hour hand and the minute hand of the clock at 12:40. Okay, so if what we can see over here, we have the figure, and if we are talking about the angle, what type of angle it is there. So we can see this is that kind of angle, and which is more than 90 degree. So more than 90 degree, it means it is obtuse angle. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now we have question number 25. Question number 25 is saying, find the number of the pairs of the parallel lines in the given figure. So parallel lines are the lines that cannot intersect each other. Never ever. Okay, doesn't matter like how we are going to extend them, how far we are extending them, they are never going to meet with each other. So if we can see line L and line M, yes, they are parallel to each other. And if we can see line A and B, that they are also parallel to each other. Okay, A and C are not parallel, again B and C are not parallel. Okay, so there are L and M which is parallel to each other, A and B which is parallel to each other. So we have two pairs of the line which are parallel to each other. Okay, now let's talk about question number 26. So the value of 2A plus 5B if ratio A ratio 3 is 72:27. Okay, A ratio 3 is given to us like 72:27. Okay, so first we need to figure out that what is the value of A. So A by 3 is equals to 72/27. Okay, and if we are going to solve them, what we will be getting? So we can see that it, okay, let's reduce it to the simplest form. We are going to reduce it to the simplest form. So 9 8s are 72, 9 3s are 27. So we are getting 8 by 3. So A by 3 is equals to 8 by 3. So what we can say, the value of A is 8. Okay, that is very much clear over here. Okay, so now we can see that 8 by 3 is equals to 40 by B. Okay, so from moving from here to here, we are multiplying by 5. So here also we need to multiply by 5. And when we are multiplying 3 by 5, we will be getting 15. Okay, so the value of A has to be 8. The value of B has to be 15. Okay, now put those values over here, which is 2A plus 5B when we are going to put it. So 2 times 8, we are getting 16. Plus 5 times 15, we will be getting what? 75. When we are adding them together, so we will be getting 91. So option C, 91 has to be our correct answer. Understood? Okay, let's move to the next question, which is question number 27. The question number 27 is saying that which of the following is the simplest form of 161 by 299? And we already know whenever we need to convert anything into the simplest form, we need to find their SCF. Okay, after finding the SCF, we need to divide both the numerator and denominator by the same number to get the simplest form. Okay, so that is already in the simplest form. Okay, okay, that is already in the simplest form, but what the question is asking, we need to convert 161 and 299 by in their simplest form. So if we are talking about these two numbers, so we can see the SCF of these two numbers is 23 only. Because when we are going to find their prime factor, so we will be getting what? So if we are talking about these numbers, so the 161 is divisible by 23 because no other number is there. Okay, because we need to find the highest common factor. So 23 7 times we can get. And if we are talking about this 199, so that also is divisible by 299. It's not 199, it's 299. When we are dividing 299 by 23, so we will be getting what? 13. So question is asking about the highest. So highest is 23 only. Correct. The highest number what we have is 23 only. Okay, so the SCF of these two numbers is gonna be 23. So we need to divide both 161 and 299 by 23. Okay, if we are going to divide these numbers by 23, so we will be getting 7 by 23 over there. 7 by 13 over there. So that's the option A. 7 by 13 will be our correct answer. Okay, so now next question what we have is question number 28, and question number 28 is saying that which of the following set of the whole numbers will make the given number sentence true. Okay, so if we are going through this whole expression, the equation, so what is given to us that when we are multiplying two numbers and adding something to them, then we are getting a 49. So that is very much clear. Then these two numbers, the product of these two numbers should be less than 49. Okay, because when we are going to add something, then it becomes 49. No, correct? So this product has to be less than 49. So if we are going with the first option, so 8 sevens are for 56, which is like far more than 49. So that is not the correct option. If we are going with the option B, so 5 eights are 40. If we are putting 5 over here, 8 over here, we will be getting 40, and 40 plus 9, we will be getting 49. So yes, option B is the correct option. Because in rest of the option also 7 eights are 56, which is more than that. 9 eights are 72, which is also more than that. So only correct option what we are left with is option B. Okay, now question number 29. So question number 29 is saying find the value of dxxix minus cxxix. Okay, so dxxix, if we are going with that, so what we are getting, the value of dxxix is should be equals to, okay, so let's go with that. So dxxix makes what? 539. Correct? We need to add it with C, triple C, LX, VII. So triple C means 300, LX means 60, VII means 7. So 367. Then we need to subtract D, C, L, X, 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 I. Okay. D means 500, CL means what? 150. Okay, C means 100, and this we can say 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, 81. So what we are getting? We are getting 681 over here. Correct? Because 500 plus 100 is gonna be 600. So first we will do the addition of 539 plus 367. When we are adding them, we will be getting 906. Okay. Now we need to subtract 681 from that. So if we are going to subtract 681, so we will be getting 225. Correct? And if we are going to change it into the Roman number, so 200 means CC, 20 means XX, and 5 means V. Okay, so the number we are getting CCXXV, which is option number 3. Now we are moving towards the next question, which is question number 30. Question number 30 is saying the given bar graph shows the number of the wickets taken by a player X from the year 2016 to 21. Now study the graph carefully and we need to answer the question. We need to find the ratio of the numbers of the wickets taken by the player in the year 2017 and 21 together to the year 2016 and 19 together. If we are talking about year 2017, so we can clearly see he has taken wicket 70 because between 60 and 80, 70 lies. And if we are talking about the year 2021, so that is similar to the year this 2017, which is 70. So if we are going to add both of the numbers together, so we will be getting what? 70 plus 70. So the sum is 140. Got it? Now the question is saying we need to compare it with 2016 and 19 together. So in 2016 he has taken 80 wickets, and in 2019 he has taken 100 wickets. When we are going to add them together, 80 plus 100, we will be getting 180. The question is asking about the ratio of number of the wickets taken in 1721 to the year 16 and 29. So we need to find the ratio, which is 140 by 180. So 0, 0 we can cut down. And if we are going to reduce it to the simplest form, so 2 sevens are 14, 2 nines are 18. The ratio we are getting is 7:9. So option C, 7:9 has to be a correct answer. Got it? Okay, now question number 31. So how many right angles are formed when R hand of a clock moves from 2 to 8? So as we already know, in the entire clock, if we are talking about the entire clock, so in the clock we are having total 360 degree. Okay, total 360 degree angle is there. Correct? And in if we are talking about the clock, so we have 12 numbers over there, which means 12 hours are there. Okay, so in 1 hour, if the clock is having 12 hours, okay, the total angle is 360 degree. So in 1 hour, if we are talking about the angle, so that is 360 by 12, which is 30 degrees. So every hour there is an angle of 30 degrees. So from 2 to 8, how many hours are there? From 2 to 8, we will be having 6 hours. So if in 1 hour the angle is 30 degrees, so in 6 hours the angle would be what? Angle would be 180 degrees. So in 180 degree, how many right angles will be there? In 180 degree, 180 divided by 2, 9, which means 90. So if we are okay, we can simply divide it by 2. Okay, otherwise we need to find the number of the right angle, so we will divide it by 90 and we are getting what? 2. So from 2 to 8 we will be having 2 right angles. Got it? Okay, from 6 to 9 how many right angles will be there? Again from 6 to 9 3 hours are there. Okay, if in 1 hour 30 degrees is there, so in 3 hours there will be 3 times 30, which is 90. So which means if we are going to divide 90 by 90, we will be getting 1. So answer has to be 1. So if we are going with the options, so 2 and 1 is there in the option D. That's why option D is our correct answer. Okay. Now the next question. The next question, which is question number 31, that is saying that if x and y are the odd numbers, then which of the following is even? X and y both are odd number. Let's take any random value for x and y. If I'm going to take x as 3 and if I'm taking y as 5, so what I'm getting? 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, that is an even number, that is 2. So let's try it with the next option as well. X plus y plus 1, which is 3 plus 5, 8 plus 1. I'm getting 9. Again, this is an odd number. Xy, which is 3 times 5, and I'm getting what? 15, which is again an odd number. And xy means 15 only. 15 plus 2, again I will be getting 17, and which is an odd number. So only correct option according to the question, we have option A. Now question number 33. So question number 33 is saying that which of the following figures has exactly 3 lines of symmetry. Okay. So if we are talking about this figure, which is figure A, so okay, see, we can see it has this, it has this, it has this, it has this as well, it has this as well. Okay, so this figure is having 5 lines of symmetry. Okay, and the question is that saying that exactly 3 lines of symmetry. This figure is having 1 and 2. That's it. And yes, this figure we have 1 line of symmetry. We have another line of symmetry. We have another line of symmetry. Yes, we do have 3 lines of symmetry in option B. So that's the option B is our correct answer. Let's talk about question number 34. So question number 34 is saying that what is the difference between the shaded fraction of the given figures? If we are talking about figure A, so the figure A has been divided into total 8 parts, and if we are talking about the shaded fraction, so we have 3 shaded fraction over here. So the fraction for figure 1 should be 3 by 8. Now if we are talking about figure 2, so figure 2 has been divided into 12 parts. So total parts are 12, and if we are talking about the shaded part, so that is 4. So we are going to reduce it to the simplest form. We will be getting 1 by 3. Now need to find the difference between them. So 3 by 8 minus 1 by 3. So the LCM we will be getting 24. And here 8 times 3 is 24. So 9 should be there. And 3 times 8 should be there. So 8 should be there. Okay. So 9 minus 8 is 1 by 24. Okay. So our answer has to be 1 by 24. Got it? Okay. Now we are moving towards the next question, which is question number 35. Question number 35 is saying that which of the following are not in proportion, which means the ratio of first 2 numbers should not be equal to the ratio of the second 2 numbers. Okay, so if we are talking about 28 and 42, and if we are going to compare it with 30 and 45, so 28 and 42 we can reduce to the simplest form as 7 4s are 28, 7 6 are 52. Okay, simply we can reduce it by table of 14 as well. 14 to the 28, 14 to the 42. And if we are going to reduce it, so 5 6 are 40 and 5 9s are 45. Again, we can reduce it. So we will be getting what? We will be getting 2 by 3. Okay, so yes, we can say they are in a proportion. 28, 42, and 30 and 45. Okay. So if we are talking about 15 and 21 and 25 and 35. Okay, so if we are going to reduce them to the simplest form, we will be getting what? We will be getting 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are 21, 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35. Okay, that is also in a proportion. Now, if we are talking about option C, which is 25 by 35, 21 by 35, and 32 by 48. If we are going to reduce it in a simplest form, so we will be getting what? 7 3s are 21, 7 5s are 35. And here we will be getting 16 2s are 32 and 16 3s are 48. Now we can clearly see these 4 numbers, what are given over here, they are not in a proportion. The question is asking which is not in a proportion. So option C is not in a proportion. Got it? Let's move on. Now the question number 36. Question number 36 is saying that Ans multiplied 160 by 89 instead of multiplying it by 79. Okay, so what is there? The Ansh has to multiply some number by 89. Okay, he has to multiply 160 by 89. So when he is going to multiply 160 by 89, he should get 14,240. But instead of that, what he has done, he has multiplied 160 by 79. Okay, so if he had multiplied 160 by 79, so he got 12,640. According to the question, we need to find out how much was his answer greater than the correct answer. Okay, so instead he should do that, and instead of that he has done this. So what is the difference between them? Simply we need to find the difference. So if we are going to subtract 12,640 from 14,240, so we will be getting the difference of 1,600. Okay, so our correct answer has to be option number A, which is 1,600. Now let's talk about the question number 37. If we are going to talk about question number 37. So Rehan bought a notebook for 14 whole 1 by 3. Okay, and after that he bought a geometry box for 57 whole by 1 by 2. Okay, and then he got a mathematics book for 71 whole 2 by 3. Okay, so yes, we can make it simple. Like how first we will add all the whole numbers, 14 plus 57 plus 71. When we are going to add them together, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 142. Okay, 14 plus 57 plus 71, we will be getting 142. Now in the another bracket, we will add 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3. Okay, so when we are adding them together, so we will be getting what? Because the LCM of these three numbers is gonna be 6 only, and in the table of 3, 6 is there for the 2 times, so 2 should be there, and here 3 should be there, and here 4 should be there. When we are going to add them together, so we will be getting what? 9 by 6. 9 by 6 we can reduce in the form as 1 whole 3 by 6. So 1 will be moved over here, so it becomes 143, and 3 by 6 becomes 1 by 2. So the answer what we are getting is 143 whole 1 by 2, which is option number B. Got it? Okay, now we are moving towards the question number 38, and question number 38 is saying that Arun wants to donate 48,200 between 2 person X and Y, and that should be in the ratio 5:7. So if he wants to divide them in the 5:7, so what is the total of the ratio? That is 12. And when we are going to divide 4,200 in 5 by 12, so this we can reduce, we can simply cut. So 5 3s are 36, and sorry, 12 3s are 36, 12 5s are 60, 350 times. Okay, so 350 times 5, if we are going to do that, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 350 times 5, and we will be getting 1,750. Okay, again we need to do the same process to find the another one. So again we can cut it 350 times, and then we need to do 350 times 7. And if we are going to do 350 times 7, we will be getting 2450. So shares are 1750 and 2450, which is option number B. Okay, now the next question, which is question number 39, that is saying that Amisha runs 7 kilometers towards south. 7 kilometers towards south. Okay, so which is -7. Now from there, she came back in the opposite direction. Now what is the opposite direction of south? So opposite direction of the south is north only. So now she ran towards north and runs for the 9 kilometer. And north we are going to represent with the positive sign. If south represent negative integer and north represent the positive integer, then find her position from the initial point. So that is okay. What is our position from the initial point? So that has to be -7 plus 9. If we are going that to do that, we will be getting positive 2 kilometers. So our answer has to be option D. Now question number 40. So if we are talking about question number 40, so question number 40 is saying that a rectangular mat is laid on the square floor of side 26 meter. So what is the area of the square floor? Okay, if we are talking about the square floor, so the area of a square floor should be 26 times 26. Okay, and if we are going to solve 26 times 26, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 676 centimeter square, not centimeter, meter square. Now again the question is saying the length of the rectangular mat is 18 meter and its breadth is 2/3 of the length. Okay, because suppose this is a square floor and we are putting the rectangular mat over there. Okay, so find the area of the floor where mat is not laid. So suppose the rectangle is like this. Okay, so we need to find the area, okay, where the mat is not supposed to put. Okay, so for that first we need to find the area of the mat. An area is in a rectangular shape and it is given to us, the length of the rectangular mat is given to us 18. The question is saying the breadth is 2/3 of his length. So breadth has to be what? 18 times 2/3. And if we are going to solve that, so the value of breadth we will be getting what? 12 meters. Length is 18 meters. Now we need to find the area of mat. If we are finding the area of mat, so we will be getting what? 18 times 12. Okay, and if we are going to solve 18 times 12, so we will be getting 216 meters square. Now question is asking what is the area of the floor where mat is not laid. So leftover area we need to find. Okay, so leftover area of the floor, that has to be 676 minus 216. Okay, 676 minus 260. So we will be getting 460 meters square. So our answer has to be option A, which is 460 meters square. Okay, now let's talk about question number 41. Question number 41 is saying that the Sushant slept at 10 p.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. So how many right angles did our hand of a clock make during this period? So as we all know, in 1 hour, okay, our hand makes the angle of 30 degrees. Okay, so from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., what is the time duration? From 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., if we are finding the time duration, so that has to be what? From 10 to 12, 2 hours are there, and from 12 to 7, 7 hours are there. So 2 plus 7, that has to be 9 hours. Correct? So if in 1 hour 30 degrees there, so in 9 hours, how many degrees will be there? So 9 times 30, if we are going to solve that, we will be getting 270 degrees. Question is asking the numbers of the right angles, so we need to divide 270 by 90. We are dividing 270 by 90, so we will be getting 3. So 3 right angles will be there. Understood? Okay. Now let's talk about the question number 42. So a container X has 24.25 liters of water. Okay, container X has 24.25 liters of water. Container Y has 17.75 liters of water. Now it is saying that both the container X and Y together are enough to fill the 1/5 of the tank Z. Okay, so both X and Y together. So first we need to find the value of X plus Y. So if we are finding the value of x plus y, which is 24.25 plus 17.75, when we are adding them together, so we will be getting 42. Okay, so now the capacity of both the containers together is 42 liters. Now the question is saying that they both together enough to fill the tank 1/5. Okay, so the capacity if okay, we are doing x plus y, so that will be equals to 1/5 of z. Okay, so what is the capacity of z? So capacity of z will be the value of x plus y is 42. If we are going to take it over there, so it will goes in multiplication. If we are going to multiply the 42 by 5, we are getting the value of z. So 5 2s are 10, 5 4s are 20, plus 1 210. So the capacity, the entire capacity of tank z is 210 liters. That's why option C is the correct answer. Now let's move to the question number 43. Question number 43 is saying, in a university, there are three options for the students to choose their streams. That is science, commerce, and arts. So now in the particular session, 1,54,676 students were enrolled in all the streams together. Okay, if we are talking about all the streams together, so how many students are there? 1,54,676. Out of that, 1,26,136. Okay, these much students were enrolled in science and commerce together. Okay, so the number of the students which are there in science and commerce together are 1,26,136. We need to find the number of the students enrolled in arts only. So when we are going to subtract them together, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 28,540. Correct? So our answer has to be what? Our answer has to be option A, which is 28,540. Got it? Now the question number 44. If we are talking about question number 44, so three boys steps off together from the same spot. Okay, now their steps measures 63 centimeter, 70 centimeter, and 77 centimeter. Now, what is the minimum distance each should cover so that all can step cover the distance in the complete steps? Question is asked about minimum distance. Whenever the question is asked about minimum, we are supposed to find the LCM. So here we need to find the LCM of 63, 70, and 77. Okay, so if we are talking about their LCM, so let's find out. So clearly we can see we can divide all the three numbers with 7. 7 9 is 63, 7 times 10 and 11. Okay, now we will give the division by 2. So this becomes 9, 5, 11. Then all are the, okay, then we can divide it by 3. So 3, 5, and 11. Now we can see all are the prime numbers. So if we are going to multiply all of the numbers what we have, so we are getting 7 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 11. Okay, so we need to do 7 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 11, and when we are going to solve it, so we will be getting 6,930. That will be our LCM. And what is our LCM? That should be the correct answer. So option A, 6,930 centimeters will be our correct answer. Now we are moving towards the next question, which is question number 45. Question number 45 is saying, to make a specific dress, a cloth of 4 meter and 25 centimeter is needed. Okay, for making the dress, we need 4 meter and 25 centimeter of cloth. Find the total length of the cloth required to make the 3 such dresses. Okay, we need to make the 3 such dresses. How much cloth we need? So we will do 4.25 times 3. Okay, when we are going to do this multiplication, so we will be getting 4 3s are 12, and this will be 75. So 12.75 meter, which is option A. Now we have moved and we are moving towards the achievers section. Okay, all the questions carry 3 marks. Now in the first question, we need to fill in the blanks and with the correct option. So the first question is saying, the first point is saying, area of a digital rectangular board whose length is P meter and width is 13 meter is 182 square meter. We know the area of rectangle is length times breadth. Okay, so area is given to us 182, length we don't know, breadth is 13. So the value of length should be 182 by 13 when we are solving it. So 13 ones are 13, 13 fours are 52. So the value of P we are getting is 14 meter. Okay, so this has to be what? This has to be 14 meters. And if we are going to check with the options, so B and D having 14. Okay, so our answer is should be either B or D. Now Sam has to cover the floor of his room by square tiles of side 2 meter each. So what is the area of the square tiles? So area of square tiles will be 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, and if the length of the floor is 10 times 8, okay, if we are going to find the area of the floor, so that has to be 10 times 8, which is 80 meters square. The question is asking how many, what is the number of the square tiles we can put over there. So then for finding the number of the square tiles, we need to divide the area of the floor with the area of the square tiles. When we are dividing it, we will be getting 20. So as we can see that only option B contains 20. Okay, so yes, logically option B has to be a correct answer, but let's solve this option C as well. Okay, so if we are solving option C, so option C is saying, the question C is saying that a square and a rectangle has the same perimeter, both are having same perimeter. Okay, so perimeter of the square is 4 times height and perimeter of rectangle is 2 times length plus breadth. Now the length of the rectangle is r centimeter, we don't know, its breadth is 11. Okay, and the side of the square is 14.5. Okay, so if we are solving this, so how can we solve that? 4 times 14.5 by 2, okay, minus 11 we need to do, that will be the value of r. So if we are solving it, we can cut it for the 2 times, we are getting 29. Now 29 minus 11, that has to be 18. So answer is 18, which is written over there. So that's why option C is our, option B is our correct answer. Now question number 47. Here we need to match. The first is the difference between the successor and the predecessor of 305. Okay. Every time students remember one thing, whenever the question is saying the difference between the successor and the predecessor of any given number, that will always be 2. Doesn't matter whatever the number is. Okay, if we are going to solve it, successor is 306, predecessor is 304. When we are going to subtract that, we will be getting 2. Okay, so this is the proper fact when we are finding the difference between any successor and predecessor of any number, that will always be 2. Okay, so the first answer has to be option 3, which is 2. Now the second one is subtract 93 from the sum of minus 678 and minus 234. Okay, so when we are adding this minus 678 and minus 234, so we will be getting what? We will be getting minus 912. Okay, now we need to subtract 93 from it. So when we are subtracting 93 from it, we will be getting minus 1005. So which is option number 1. Okay. Now let's move towards R. So it is saying the integer which is 8 more than minus 24. So 8 more than minus 24. That has to be 16. So our answer is option second, 16. So the correct sequence is 312. 312 is there in option B. So that's why option B is our correct answer. Now question number 48. If we are moving towards 48, so we can see the statement 1 is saying the fraction of prime numbers from 1 to 30 is 1 by 3. So how many prime numbers are there from 1 to 30? We have 2, we have 3, we have 5, then we have 7, then we have 11, then 13, then 17, then 19, then 23, and then 29. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 prime numbers. Okay, out of from the numbers 1 to 30, we are going to solve that. So 10 by 30, we will be getting 1 by 3. Yes, that is true. That. Okay, let's talk about statement 2. It is saying that Ajay spent 2 whole 1 by 6 hours in reading a book. Now, what is the meaning of 2 whole 1 by 6 hours? So that means 2 hours plus 1 by 6 of an hour. So 2 hour means what? 120 minutes, and 1 by 6 of an hour means 10 minutes. So total we have 30 minutes. Okay. Now the next part is saying that 1 by 3 of an hour he is spending in playing the games. Okay. So if we are finding in playing games, like how many total minutes he is spending, so that will be what? 1 by 3 of 60. So that is equals to 20 minutes. The total time he is spending in all the things, so that will be what? 130 plus 20. We are getting 150 minutes. Correct. Now the question is saying, so total time spent in all by him is 2 hours, 2 whole 1 by 2. Okay, so if when we are going to divide this with 60, so we will be getting what? 62s are 120, 30 is left. So 30 by 60 and 30 by 60 we can write as 1 by 2. Yes, so that is also correct. That is also true. So what we can say, both statement 1 and 2 are true. Now question number 49. Question number 49 is saying that which of the following options is correct. 42 and 49 are co-prime, which means the common factor between them has to be 1. But no, the 42 is also divisible by 7 and 49 is also divisible by 7. So they are not co-prime numbers. So that is false. Option B is saying that 376277 is divisible by 3. Let's put the divisibility rule. 3 plus 7 plus 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 7. So total we are getting 32, and 32 is not divisible by 3. So that is also not correct. Now the LCM of 102, 170 and 136 is 2040. Let's do that. If we are solving this, so we will be getting what? We can divide it from 251, then 85, then 68. Okay, again we can divide it by 2, 51, 85. Okay, 34. Again we can divide it by 2, 51, 85, and we can divide it from 17. Now we can directly we can try to divide it by from 17. So if we are going to divide it from 17, so 3 times we can divide 51. Okay, 5 times we can divide 85, 1 times we can divide 17. Now 3, and after that we should have 5. Okay, so now we are talking about the LCM, so that has to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 17. Okay, so when we are going to solve 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 17, so we will be getting 2040 only. So that, yes, that is the LCM, that is true. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, let's talk about question number 50. So we have, there is a society of 156 people. Now in the society, the number of the females is 5 by 12 is the total number of the people, and rest are the males. Okay, so first we will find the number of the females. If we are talking about the number of females, so those are 5 by 12 of 156. Okay, so if we are solving this 12 of 156, so we will be getting 12 on the 12, 12 3s are 36, and 13 5s are 65. So the number of females are 65. So the number of males has to be 156 minus 65. Okay, and whenever when we are solving 156 minus 65, so 91 males are there. Okay, now the question is saying what is the ratio of the number of males to the number of females. So that has to be males to females. 91 by 65, 7 by 5. Okay, so 7:5 is there in the option C. Okay, let's solve the last the second option as well. If 49 males are married in the society, then find the ratio of unmarried males to the number of the people. Okay, if 49 out of 91 males, 49 are married, so non-married are, okay, non-married or unmarried, we can say anything. So 91 minus 49. Okay, when we are doing 91 minus 49, so we will be getting 42. So 42 are unmarried. Okay, so now we need to find the ratio of unmarried to the total number of the people, which is 156. And when we are finding the ratio, so 7 times here and 6 to the 6 is a 36. So say from 7 we can 6 we can cut both of them and we are getting 7 ratio 26. So that's why our option C will be our correct answer. I hope you all understood the questions very well. Thank you so much, everyone.